This video poster presents a book about Australasian tektites. It contains 42 chapters, as well as a dictionary and a reference list. After watching each video poster, you can download relevant chapters for detailed readings, using the link in the description below. This poster is about Muong Nong Tektite parting lineation, and bubbles. Parting lineation is a subtle sedimentary structure, in which grains are aligned in parallel lines or grooves, on the surface of a body of sand. Parting lineation is restricted to coarse silts as well as to fine and medium grain sands, with grain sizes of 0.016 to half a millimeter. They result from fairly high current velocities of 0.6 to 1.3 meters per second. The white line shows the parting lineation direction and parting lineation vents, penetrating out at the end of the tektite. The parting lineation is closely related to the vents in Muong Nong Tektites. Vents are created by degassing of the rock during heating. Vents are similar to vents in coke, after coal degassing. The vents follow the parting lineation where present, as gases penetrated through areas of least resistance. They are therefore visible at the ends of the tektites. This image shows 6 sides of a Muong Nong Tektite, with parting lineation in the yellow line directions, and vents penetrating out at the ends, marked C. This subtle sedimentary parting lineation structure may have played a central role in the formation of Muong Nong Tektites. In addition to the layering of the tektites, many Muong Nong Tektites show this lineation on the up and down sides. The image shows 6 sides of a Muong Nong Tektite, with parting lineation and vents penetrating out at the ends of the tektite. There is another type of vents in some Muong Nong Tektites, without parting lineation. Horizontal vents penetrated between layers, and is randomly oriented in the horizontal plane, resembling a web, formed between very fine-grained silt and clay layers. Bubbles are usually gases in a liquid. Because of the Marangoni effect, bubbles may remain intact if they ascend to the surface. In Muong Nong Tektites, the bubbles remained in the interior, as the viscosity was too high for the bubbles to ascend to the surface. A special kind of bubbles, here marked F, formed as a foam called froth, around a partly melted quartz grain, expanding and coalescing to form larger bubbles. Here compared to surface soap bubbles, and coalescing bubbles in a Muong Nong Tektite. Despite high viscosity, some larger bubbles could slightly move, ending up as one-pointed bubbles with a flat head in the movement direction, here to the right. During cooling, most vents were closed inside the vent openings, but remained intact inside the tektites. They formed long, often two-pointed ends in the parting lineation direction. Image of typical froth, where milky quartz grains melted by conduction, and impurities in the grain expanded to create the froth around. If the whole grain melted, the bubbles could coalesce and the end stage be one large bubble. Bubbles in a Muong Nong Tektite, after movement, leaving a string of very small bubbles behind, cut off from the main bubble. The allowed movement was about 1 millimeter, the length of the largest bubble. Remnants of a vent, marked V, and numerous bubbles in a light layer, probably mostly created from mechanically entrapped gases. The white spots are froth, elongated in the vent and parting lineation direction. Analysis of the gases in Muong Nong Tektites agree with the atmospheric ratios. Assuming the bubbles created from mechanically entrapped and physically dissolved gases, during heating, remained at ambient atmospheric pressure, then cooling to 20 degrees Celsius, would leave a pressure between 0.1 and 0.3 atmospheres as measured in Muong Nong Tektites. This would not be the case for gases in froth bubbles, expanding from impurities in milky quartz entrapped in higher viscosity tektite glass. Download chapter 14 and 15 from the link below, to read more about these topics.